The court is in session in cause number 23 CCCR 0112. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Linda Cecilia Manzo. Let's see if she has some bond conditions. Miss Manzo, is that your full name? How you doing, Miss Manzo?
Fine.
You doing fine? That's good.
Judge.
Miss Manzo, okay, you're here represented by Attorney Walter Windler. Attorney Windler, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Judge. My client speaks some English, but
Let's get Miss Jennifer. She's Spanish?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Court is back in session in cause number 23 CCCR 0112. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Linda Cecilia Manzo. Ms. Manzo is here with her attorney, and Ms. Manzo speaks some English, but she speaks Spanish. And so we have our Spanish interpreter, Ms. Jennifer Raji. Mr. Raji, would you please raise your right hand? So Roger, do you swear or affirm to interpret Spanish to English and English to Spanish so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may put your hand down. Let's see. Ask Miss Manzo how she's doing.
Awesome. Good.
Good, that's good. Now, state is represented in this case by Attorney Andrew Hubel. Attorney Hubel, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's good. Now, Mr. Windler, what is your announcement in Ms. Manzo's case?
I believe Ms. Manzo qualifies for the batterers intervention program, so I'd like to ask for a reset to work that out with the district attorney assigned to this case.
Okay. Let's see, they have the sign up in August, and the next one after that will probably be in October. Let's reset it to the second week in October.
We'll do it on October 16th.
Yes. October 16th?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before Ms. Manzo, let me get us here to Mr. Rogers. I'm gonna have to go over this here with her. That's her bond conditions. It's charged with assault, family violence. Okay, so Ms. Manzo, the document that our interpreter has in front of you is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Code at Law Number 2. Okay, and it reads as follows. Following the arrest and or accusation in County Code at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named here and are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Okay, condition number one, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state or any other state or of the United States. Do you understand? Yes, okay. Condition number two, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol, and the test indicates the presence of drugs and alcohol in the defendant's body. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now, condition number three, the defendant shall not communicate either directly or indirectly with the alleged victim of the pending offense, and the defendant shall not go near any residence, school, or other location frequented by the alleged victim.
Yes.
You understand? Okay. Now, condition number four does not apply because that only applies in a DWI case. Now, Ms. Manzo, if you violate any one of these conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and you'll be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Okay, so your case is reset to October 16th of 2023. Your attorney, Mr. Windler, is going to give you your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Okay, Mr. Windler, you can get your reset from our coordinator. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Ms. Araji.
Yes.
I think I'm at, do we have any?
Say everybody, Jeff Cole.
And Adams.
Adams is on Zoom.
Or just Jeff Cole?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, he has a warrant.
You said somebody has a warrant.
Jeff Cole.
Okay. is back in session. The court is in session in cause number M332739. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Aaron Tyrone Carmen. Mr. Carmen, how are you doing? You doing fine? That's good. Now, Mr. Carmen, hey, get up. Give me a copy of this. Mr. Carmen, you're represented in your case by attorney Ben Flore. Attorney Flore, how are you doing?
Doing well, sir. Thank you very much.
That's good. And I see you have an associate with you.
Hello, Your Honor. Yes, sir. You'll be seeing more of me. My name is Justin Eaton. I'm also with Dunham Law, so I will.
He'll be
assisting
working.
as well.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Eaton?
Well, Justin.
Very well.
That's good. Now, Mr. Flore,
Yes.
what is your announcement in Mr. Carmen's case?
After discussion with the prosecutor, Your Honor, I would ask the court to please allow us to have another announcement setting. We are working on a resolution. We have not come to that yet, but we think we can.
Okay. Okay, our court coordinator is going to, now, what she probably would want to know is, she's probably going to give you some dates to see what your schedule is, because you're from out of town, is that
Yes,
correct?
sir.
And so we'll try to work around your
Well,
schedule.
thank you.
Okay,
Very good.
okay. So she's going to give you a court date to try to work around his schedule. Now, he's charged with a DWI second.
Yes, sir.
And we have our local rules require that he would have an interlock device on any vehicle that he own or operate.
Mhm.
Okay. And so I have these bond conditions that I'm going to give to him.
All right. We'll do it.
And I'm going to, oh, you need to talk to your attorney?
Been having like a year or something.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna just go over the conditions with you. Okay.
Yes,
If you have, that's fine. All right. Now, you've just been handed a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions in County Code at Law number 2. Do you see that title? Okay. And it reads, following the arrest and accusation in County Code at Law number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the following additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or the United States. Do you understand that condition?
yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of the defendant if he refuses to submit to a test for drugs or alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs or alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body, and that's pursuant to the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.44, Section 8.2 and Section C2. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, condition number 3 does not apply. However, condition number 4 does apply. And it states, a defendant who has been arrested or accused of any subsequent offense listed under section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code shall not operate any vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism that makes it practical to operation of the vehicle if ethyl alcohol is detected in the breath of the operator. Said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense with written verifications of such installation being submitted to court on or before the 10th day after, it says after arrest, but it'd be after the day. And you stated, well, first of all, you stated that you already have an interlock device,
sir.
okay? So what we need to do is if you can, I guess if they gave you a receipt or something, you can get that to your attorney can email it to the court.
Okay.
And then we'll put it in your file. Oh, you have it?
But still having in my wallet.
Oh. Okay.
But just so you know, Your Honor, the previous DWI was in 2003,
Okay.
20 years ago.
Okay. David.
We'll take care of it.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you understand the conditions of this bond?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you violate any one of the conditions of the bond, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant can be for your arrest. And if a warrant is issued for your arrest, you'll be arrested and placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand
Yes,
this?
sir.
All right. So your case, give him some, okay. He needs to get with you to probably get some reset dates. He's from out of town.
Okay. September 1st or the 15th,
Which name again?
September 1st or September 15th.
15.
15th.
15, okay.
You don't have a party.
I think I might.
Okay, Mr. Carmen, you're gonna get your reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
You too.
And Attorney Flory and Attorney Eden, once y'all get your reset, you'll be free to go and y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You're
very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
We'll meet you outside.
Yes.
You want the paperwork?
Yeah, you're yes.
Here's my approach via Zoom when you get a chance, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you kindly, sir.
okay. This is Bryson Adams, next case. That's on Zoom. Okay. Court is in session in two cases, cause numbers M329526 and cause number M334258. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Bryson Tyler Adams. Mr. Adams is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Adams, you can take your mic off of mute. How are you doing, Mr. Adams?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Adams, you represent, hold on a minute. Okay, now Mr. Adams is represented in his cases by his attorney Matthew Alford. Mr. Alford, how are you doing?
I'm well, Judge. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Alford, Mr. Adams' cases are on the court's announcement docket.
That's correct.
Mr. Adams, what is your announcement in Mr. Alford, what are your announcements in Mr. Adams' cases?
Judge, without going into the extended particulars that we've gone to before, there was a previous case. The second case was picked up later and was not filed for quite some time, just until
Okay,
a couple of months ago. I was not quite ready to, I was asked for a final announcement in order to try to resolve both of the matters without setting one for trial and pleading on the other, or pleading both, et cetera, et cetera. I'm sure the court understands.
okay, how much time do you need to make your announcement?
If we could make it probably time out the end of June, maybe sometime in the first part of July, would that work for the court?
Okay, hold on, let us check the schedule. You say sometime in July. Like I said, the first part of July. Well, yeah, we can be out of time. I'm gonna be on that first one.
Maybe, September.
You say September? He said, what about, what you said?
Yeah, August 4th.
August the 4th.
The Friday, the 4th. That'd be fine with me, Mr. Adams. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. And one question, who's the prosecutor on the case at this point?
Well, at this time is Kobe Hoffpower. Mr. Hoffpower is not in today. However, standing Mr. Hoffpower is Andrew Hubel. But Kobe Hoffpower is the prosecutor.
Excellent, Judge. I've been working with Kobe some anyway, so that's good. I just didn't hear back one time, so I didn't know if he'd been shot to another court. So thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's one other matter.
Mhm.
Attorney.
What about Attorney Repler?
That on the second case.
Oh, the court coordinator stated that you have an attorney rep letter on the first case, but not on the second case, and so she needs the attorney rep letter on the second case, indicating that you're representing him also on the second case.
Or can I just not do it and run for cover, Judge? I'm sorry, Trina. I'll get that to you. Apologies on that.
Okay,
And there is,
It remained unfiled for a number of months is why I forgot about it, I think.
okay,
So, thank y'all very much.
okay, so this case, no, what were you saying, Andrew?
Judge, I was saying there's one other matter to take up on this case.
Oh,
I have a violation report that,
no, I think we've all had already, I looked at it. We had
Yeah, we've
already.
We've done that through and through.
Yeah, that we did at the last hearing, I think back in April. Apparently, what happened was, the court coordinator from County Court at Law Number 3 had a copy of this. And she brought it over to us just recently, and I think it was faxed to you. But when I looked at it, I said, wow, it seemed like we reviewed that. And then when we looked at the file, this is the same violation report that was in the file previously that we addressed it back in April.
Yes, Your Honor, you're exactly right. And I had an email of just this blanket, strange email saying you have a notice from the court. And I'm like, uh-oh. But so I called, she said, we're all good. It's just the court.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Thank
Okay,
you, Judge.
all right.
Y'all
Y'all
later.
all right, you have a blessed day, Mr. Alford, and you have a blessed day as well, Mr. Adams.
Thank you, sir.
All right, y'all free to go. Let's. Jefferson County Court at Law Number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number M333842. Case is style of State of Texas versus Trevor Burge. Mr. Burge, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Burge?
I've been better.
That's good. Now, Mr. Burge, you're representing your case by your attorney Nathan Reynolds. Attorney Reynolds, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge.
Okay, now, Mr. Reynolds, what is your announcement in Mr. Burge case?
Mr. Burge has a pending felony charge.
Oh, he does,
And
okay.
it's I think it's kind of arise out of the same set of circumstances, the same complaining witness. And we'd ask that this case be reset for announcement to possibly work all the cases out together.
Okay. Mr. Burge, yeah, give us a reset date. Oh, you want to set with the felony?
Yeah, if we could just set it right after the felony.
Okay, she gonna try to, do y'all know that felony date?
You remember your felony date?
Can I pull my phone?
Yeah.
It says August 15th.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where is it? Oh, it sure does say August 15th. Yeah,
If we could set,
you want it set after the 15th?
yes, sir, Judge.
Okay,
Like a week
Yeah,
after.
well, if we could probably just set it for that Friday after the 15th.
okay, okay.
It's a Tuesday, you want to do it that 18th, August 18th?
That's the Friday?
That's Friday.
Yes.
Right, okay. Okay, so it's gonna be August the 18th, 2023. Mr. Burge, your attorney is gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go.
Yes, sir.
And you have a blessed day.
You too, thank you.
Yeah, I see that, but they didn't, yeah. You know,
And then,
yeah, well, Kevin
Kevin Harold.
Harold, Mr. Harold, please come forward. Do you pronounce Harold or Harrell?
Harold.
Harold. Okay, this is cause number M334042. Case is styled of State of Texas versus Kevin Robert Harold. Mr. Harold, how are you doing?
Doing good.
That's good, Mr. Harold. You're represented by your attorney, Nathan Reynolds. Attorney Reynolds, what is your announcement in Mr. Harold's case?
Judge, we, for whatever reason, we just got put on the discovery portal yesterday and just got it. And I would like the opportunity to work out maybe some kind of pretrial option with Mr. Harold and the prosecutors. We could reset it just for a regular announcement,
Okay,
30 days.
okay.
First of the 15th,
Well, of what month?
September, I'm sorry.
She said the 1st or the 15th. Which day is best for you?
15.
15th. So it's gonna be reset to the 15th of September 2023. Your attorney's gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Bailiff, would you please call the name? Next case is cause number M333746. Case is styled State of Texas versus Kerry Jeffcoat. And the time now is 10:55 a.m.
Judge, I had been in contact with his mother. They know about court today.
Okay. Kerry Jeffcoat was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. for the announcement docket. At about 9 a.m., the court's barely called the name of Kerry Jeffcoat. Kerry Jeffcoat did not appear. Kerry Jeffcoat did not answer. Kerry Jeffcoat has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. Kerry Jeffcoat attorney Nathan Reynolds is here and informed the court that Kerry Jeffcoat, as well as his mother, knew about his court date. Kerry Jeffcoat's name was called again at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff at 9:55 a.m. Kerry Jeffcoat did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Jeffcoat an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
You move from bond forfeiture?
Bond, yes.
Okay. Kerry Jeffcoat's bond will be forfeited in cause number M33746 and a warrant shall be issued for his arrest. Mr. Nathan Reynolds, this will conclude your cases. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
This is the cover page.
Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session in 2 cases, cause numbers M331295 and cause number M331297. Both cases, hostile the state of Texas versus Karen Beauchamp. Ms. Beauchamp, would you please come forward?
Set your stuff on the desk.
Ms. Beauchamp, your full name is Karen Beauchamp?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Beauchamp?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Ms. Beauchamp. Now you are representing yourself in these 2 cases, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, Ms. Beauchamp, your case today is set for what is called an announcement. What an announcement is where you would announce to the court whether or not you want to, for example, keep your case on the announcement docket because, for example, if you haven't received or have access to the discovery, or if you haven't had an opportunity, or if you haven't finished negotiating with the district attorney's office, you can ask for the case to continue to remain on the announcement docket. Now, if that is complete, or you can ask for the case to be set for either on the plea docket if a person is entering a plea of either guilty or no contest to the charge, or you can ask for the case to be set on the trial docket. And you can ask either for what is called a jury trial or a bench trial. The difference between the 2 is a jury trial, you have 6 citizens from this Jefferson County who will listen to the evidence and they will decide whether or not you're guilty or innocent. As opposed to a bench trial, well, you will waive your right to have a jury trial and then you will only have a trial before the judge. And so with a jury trial, the jury will listen to the evidence, and after listening to all of the evidence, they will deliberate and they will decide whether or not you are guilty or not guilty. With a bench trial, the judge will listen to all of the evidence, and after listening to all of the evidence, the judge will decide whether or not you're guilty or not guilty. So that's the difference between a bench trial and a jury trial. Okay? Now, what is your announcement?
I'd like to continue the announcement
Okay,
to speak with the ADA further.
okay. Okay, so we're gonna reset it. Give us a reset date.
September 1st or the 15th.
Okay, so it's gonna be September 1st or the 15th. Which day is better for you?
September 1st, please.
1st? Okay, this case will be reset to September 1st of 2023. And our court coordinator is gonna give you your reset. Once you get your reset from our court coordinator, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Please stand in front of a court coordinator for your reset.
Have a good day.
Same to you. Next case is cause number M322016. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Orwin Dwight Purdy. Would you please come forward? Mr. Purdy, your full name is Orwin Dwight Purdy. How you doing, Mr. Purdy? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, Mr. Purdy. Your case was reset to give you an opportunity to hire your own attorney. Have you hired your attorney? Okay, now your options are regarding your right to have an attorney. If you can afford an attorney, you can, you can get your case reset to hire an attorney, or if you're unable to afford an attorney, you may apply for a court-appointed attorney. That's what you want to do? Okay. Just have a seat at that table right here. And our bailiff is going to give you some forms to fill out. It's the judge's explanation of rights to defend without an attorney. And you'll fill that form out stating that you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney. And then he will also give you a Jefferson County affidavit of indigence to fill out. And the court will review that application, okay? So just have a seat at that table right there. Next, we have cause number M333780. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Anthony Smith. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session and cause number M333780. Case is styled the state of Texas versus Anthony Smith. Mr. Smith, is that your full name? Anthony Ray Smith Jr. How you doing, Mr. Smith? That's good. Now, Mr. Smith, your case was also reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. Have you hired your attorney?
No, because the job is just getting a little slow right now. It's supposedly going to be picking up other days and nights.
Okay, now, Mr. Smith, you've asked for an attorney back in January. Today is June 23rd. Okay, so the court is not going to give you favor to get an attorney. It doesn't work like that. All right. So you indicating to the court that you can't afford an attorney now? Okay. So what you can do is we can allow you to fill out a form to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney. And you would also have to fill a form indicating that you would like to apply for a court-appointed attorney. You understand?
Yes, sir.
That's what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're gonna have a seat at that table right there, and our bailiff is gonna hand you some paperwork.